Hi everyone, Radical Dreamer here, and welcome to the Postal Code Unknown podcast for Friday, July 7th of 2017. If you can see the shirt that I'm wearing here, it's a Nevis Bungee 134 meter jumper t-shirt. Again, it's one of those souvenir t-shirts that they give you if you do certain things. And this is from outside of Queenstown in New Zealand, and one of the sort of crazy things that I did when I was there for about 2 weeks. I've got a lot of GoPro footage that I'm working on making a more comprehensive video that I'd like to release at some point, maybe later this summer, just with like a lot of the more fun things that I did. But I do want to talk to you guys briefly about some of the crazy things that I did in one day in Queenstown. So for those of you that are listening and not watching, I just had a few short clips of me jumping off the Nevis Bungee, riding along the canyon swing across the Nevis Canyon, and paragliding. Which, of the three, I think paragliding was actually my favorite. And again, the video isn't necessarily indicative of the entire experience. It's a very short clip. But one of the things that I thought was most spectacular about it was just the amount of freedom in the air. The really cool thing, the bungee experience was amazing because it's a real leap of faith. It's it's a test of your resolve, and it's a really crazy thing to do. I'll include a video at the end here that you can watch that's a little bit more of a first-person experience to sort of see what that's like. But one of the craziest parts about doing that jump is a lot of times sort of, if you've done zip lining or smaller jumps, that the expectation that you're going to land is the thing that, when you're bungee jumping, is the thing that's missing the most. I've been skydiving in the past, and that's also incredible. And the crazy part about the bungee jump experience was, one, I was untethered. I was tethered, but I wasn't, it wasn't a tandem thing. So, and when you jump, there's the expectation that there's something down there. Now, you get pulled back up, but about halfway through that jump, I jumped, and I was like, oh, this is fun, this is crazy. And I had every expectation or plan to just shout woohoo or something. And it totally didn't end up that way. And you'll see later what did happen. But the crazy part is that when you expect it to be over, you still fall. And that was spectacular. The swing itself, I would love to go back and do again with friends. It's kind of a fun experience. It was neat on my own, but I would have liked to have done it with someone else. And paragliding, or parasailing, that was spectacular. It was 10 to 15 minutes, which again is a significantly longer experience than the other two. And if I were thinking about the things that I would like to return to Queenstown to do or recommend, like, hey, if I was only going to do one of the three, I'd do the parasailing for sure, especially if it's a nice day. You've got a clear view of the valley. And I got lucky that we caught a thermal and went way, way, way higher. And the pilot I was with sort of goes, as we're going up, hey, are you comfortable with tricks? Or do you get motion sick? And generally I don't. So no, of course not. Terrified at this point, because now I had gone from the bungee jump, and then I went to the swing. And when I was standing on the platform for the swing, I was already at the point where I just want to be on the ground. I just want to be on the ground. And I did that. And then after that, sort of a slot opened up with the group that I was with for the parasailing. I was like, honestly, I'm just going to do this. This is going to be my completely insane, crazy day. And I'm going to make the most of it. And I'm really glad that I did. So when we were up there, he basically goes down from way high up, and we flip and we turn, and there are tears coming out of my eyes because it's just completely this absolutely mad, wonderful, crazy experience. And It was amazing. So yeah, Queenstown, highly recommended location in South Island of New Zealand. It's a venture destination for a reason, and a really cool town with a lot of sort of street performances, really good food. There's a place called Ferg Burger that I went to. It has a massive, huge line, but some excellent hamburgers and a really good ice cream parlor attached. And they've got another location outside, sort of near the waterfront as well. Some really good bicycling tracks and tons of things to do. So it is high on my list of places to return to at some point, with good reason. So hope you enjoyed today's episode, and get out there and have an adventure.
Right hand side, big fella, working your body that one there. And here we go, mate. And 3, 2, 1. Oh my god, oh my god!
Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you'd like to see more of what I've been doing outside of these videos, you can see more at theradicaldreamer.com, where I've got articles and photographs with travel advice and stories that aren't just in a video format. You can follow me on Twitter at @OneRadicalDreamer or on Instagram at @aradicaldreamer if that's something that you're more interested in. If you're interested in supporting me, I do have a Patreon page up as well, which you can find at patreon.com/theradicaldreamer. And that's a way for as little as $1 a month you can help support me get better equipment and do more videos of this type and make a whole bunch more cool stuff to share with you in the future. And last but not least, if you like what you've been seeing on YouTube, please like, subscribe, and send a couple comments. I'd be happy to answer more questions in future episodes of the podcast. Hope you have a wonderful day. Thank you. Take care.